I didn't announce this, so we'll see if I get anybody. If there's somebody in the room that can hear me, can you tell me how the video and the sound is? It's just on my iPhone 8. I'm in the living room. I went over to the house, so the one cousin that's doing the pump wasn't there, so I turned around and came back. So I thought I'd do a little update real quick because I was over there. Hello, Mitch. Hello, Andy. Okay, cool. It's just my iPhone 8. So anyway, I went over there and he's not there. He told me yesterday he would be there at 7 o'clock my time. It's what now? I don't even know what it is. Almost 8:30. So anyway, I went over. I'm going to do a video when I go over. I'm going to go back over and. Okay, good. Thanks. Hey, Bill. Oh, you did get a notification. Oh, cool. All right. Well, that's good to know. Thanks, Bill. So I went over there. They have the upright columns on the upstairs complete. They're starting to now put up the wood and stuff for the forms on the upper part that's going to connect them all together. And then they'll start the roof, I guess. As far as, like I said, I went there and the cousin that's doing the wall wasn't there. I saw that they did get the delivery that I paid for of the stone and the sand and the concrete. So then the wood I didn't see, but there's supposed to be a delivery of wood so that they can make the forms for the lower part. I'll show that in the video when I get there. I did get the pump yesterday. I'm going to do a video while I'm there on that because we're going to go ahead and drop that, I think. And I ended up, I don't know if I told you guys, and I'll say it again in the video when I do the video. It's a 1 horsepower, 220 volt pump that comes with the control box and 35 meters of wire already attached to it. It's an Italian made pump, so we'll see, but it's supposed to pump an extraordinary amount of water. It is 1.5 inches. I have 1 inch is what I had on the other pump. I think I'm going to go ahead and reduce it at the pump. I don't need that much water flow, but the thing is capable of doing, I'm going to set it at 32 meters. And I think it's capable of doing at 40 meters, it's capable of doing 50 liters a minute. So I shouldn't have any problem. We'll probably set the tank and we'll do some plumbing on that and maybe fill the tank with water, depending on what the water looks like. I'll also take my my test kit over there and go ahead and test the water and see if the water is what it's testing like. I'm imagining it's going to probably have a lot of minerals in it, which is okay. I'll send it out hopefully and get it tested. As long as it's okay for the fish, that would be my main concern because I'm not going to drink it. We buy all our bottled water. We only use it to wash a machine. Hey Steve, how you doing? And showers, that kind of stuff. What's the other little update I wanted to give you guys? Oh, I am going on the 9th through the 16th to Pattaya, and I just got a message from teacher that he's going to come. Actually, I'm going to Rayong for 1 day because I'm with the family in Pattaya, and he's going to come actually pick me up and take me there. I've got a hotel for 1 night there. It's on the 11th, I think. So we'll probably obviously be doing a live stream or something, I'm sure, either on the 11th or the 12th. And of course, that's Socran starts then, I think, because my wife has the whole week off and the kids are out of school. So it should be fun. It should be a lot of fun, actually. So I'm just waiting to hear from him. My wife's outside tending to her roses and trying to get a hold of my cousin to see what time he's going to be there. And then when I when I get that information, I'll go ahead and go over to the house and set that pump, and I'll take some video of the upstairs. Like I said, they're doing all the wood, their wood framing for the beams that are going on top of the columns they just poured. And I think that's about it. Like I said, I just wanted to do, hey, Bob, good morning. So that's about it. It was just a quick live stream, basically because I drove over there at 7:30 and no one was there. Drove back here and just sitting in the living room, and I figured I might as well do a little live stream or something. So I did that, and I will do a video on, probably all be in one, the update on the house and also the update on the pump. And then I'll also put some pricing together if you wanted to go, because I only paid, it was like 4,000 baht for the pump and the 35 meters of the wire and the control box. And I'll show some pictures of that. So if I wanted to just drill the hole, which I got done at a good price, what was it, 13,000? I actually had the pump was on sale for 34. So what's that, 16.5? And then I paid 2,000 for the 1,000-liter tank. So that's 14.5, 15.5, about 16,000 baht. I'd have a complete system except for the distribution pump. But, you know, I don't know. I think that's pretty cheap. The pump is Italian made, so I'm a little partial to that. Hopefully it's good quality. It looks great. I'll show you I'll take some video there of the pump, but it's a 17 stage and it's, you know, a 4 foot tall stainless steel. It looks like a nice pump. So if I don't get the water flow that I want, then I'll go ahead and run it 1.5 inches all the way up. But since I already have the 1 inch, I think it's going to be plenty. Should have it running today and should be able to upload the video before the end of the day, my time. Yeah, I know. Right, Mitch? Like I said, I lived on acreage pretty much my whole life. Some of my ex-wives and girlfriends and stuff were really into horses. So I always had property and barns, and 99% of the stuff I had, most of my life had wells on them. And so I'm accustomed to them, and I'm accustomed to them not producing, and I'm accustomed to paying a whole crap load of money to have them drilled. But that's in California, which I guess is probably the same all across the United States. But yeah, that was a good price on that 5-inch hole too. But a 4-inch hole, I think right now, the way everything is, you could get done for 10, 12 grand, about the same price I got the 5 done for. So if you really wanted to, because, you know, I don't know how it is in other places in Thailand. I only know the water part. I only know about here. There's times that the city goes dry, you know, and like last year at the rental house, it was a pain in the butt, you know, having to order water. And it wasn't so much that it was expensive. It was expensive to Thai people, and, you know, it like throwing away money to me because I was already paying for water. But the inconvenience of, is it going to run out? Go check the tank. How much water's in the tank? Do we have enough to take showers? You know, it was just a pain. So this, you know, 20,000 baht as a backup system to make sure I have water continuously is well worth it to me in my mind. Australia. Yeah, I don't know. In Andy, I know in the U.S. some places like the area that I bought years ago, the horse property, which is now becoming rural. It's really, becoming populated. It's really funny because in the United States, you know, the farm or whatever I bought, the property. It was 5 acres. It had a barn on it, a 10-stall breezeway barn for the horses, an arena, hot walker. It's all the places around there were all the same. Then all of a sudden, people came in and spent, their $2, $3, $4 million and built these mansions, and they're building in an area of horse property and animals. And then they started bitching and going to the county saying, there's too many flies. How come all these horses? How come, But the thing I was getting to was they wanted, once they get a bunch of people like that in the area, the cities want to cap the wells. They want to come in and say, like, I spent $30,000 on a well. They want to come in, 5 years later and say, oh, we can now produce city water for you, so you have to cap your well. Well, they never did that to me, because they would have had to do it over my dead body, because I would have told them, don't come on my property, get out of here, And then what they try to say is, oh, the water has gone bad, and we can't allow you to keep using it. You have to buy our city water. I don't know if they do that in Australia or not. Let's see. Same deal. Yeah, I know, Mitch. Isn't it a big? It's like crazy. That's what I like about Thailand. It's, I don't even know about keeping animals. I mean, they've got to have absolutely no laws or whatsoever. I know, like in some parts of California, when I'm there, for every half acre, you could have 1.5 horses, or something. And they dictated whether you could have chickens and whatever you wanted animal-wise. Now, if somebody's out there and they're abusing the stuff and, and not cleaning up after their animals and stuff like that, I could see there being a problem. But, where I was, it was a very up-class place anyway. And there was a lot of, everybody took care of their stuff. We cleaned the stalls twice a day. I had guys working there, shavings and all the stalls. I mean, the horses were taken care of better than I was. But so anyway, I think I got rambling again. So anyway, so I'm going to find out from my wife what happened and if he's going over there, if he's even going there today. But either way, I'll probably still go over there and take some video and do a little video on what they've got there, what their plans are. Somebody was asking me, I don't know if it was online or emailed or whatever, but whether they were doing bracing, and he is doing bracing. I'll have to show you when I go over there. In between almost all of the the 2.5 meter slats that they put there, he's putting underground bracing. I'll have to show it to you because I don't really know how to explain it. There's going to be another foundation, and then there's going to be a beam tied from that foundation to the wall, to the bottom piece that's going in between. I have to show it to you. I can't explain it. I'm not knowledgeable enough. But anyway, people here have to pay a fee for water tank in their backyard here. Madness, really. Yeah, it's like crazy. I mean, the one, and it's really weird too. I don't know about it, how it is in Australia, Andy, but in the United States, the one house that I wanted, that one that I ended up buying, it just met. That's why I drilled another well there. But in order to get the loan, they want 2 gallons a minute. The well has to produce a certain amount of water, or they won't give you a loan. So no matter what you put down, I was putting 20% down at that time. I think I was making money then. And but if it would have been, it has to produce, I think it was at least 2 or 2.5 gallons a minute. And the one that I had was just barely making it. After I moved in, it dropped again, and I ended up having to drill a whole new one. I think that one was like $26,000 or something. But I don't know how it is in Australia. But and then, of course, like you said, I think it was Mitch that said he had to get $3,000 for permits and all sorts of that. So if they don't want to let you drill, they don't have to let you drill. Here in Thailand, I don't know. I didn't ask anybody to do anything. I scheduled the guy to come in and drill, and he drilled. So I don't think they have permits like that here. I know that they do on the building, especially here in Surin because my wife's brother had to go and get the plans stamped and approved and all that. In my state, space for real point is that 0.80? I can't see acres, 3,500 square. Okay, yeah, that's the way. The last I remember, because it's been, oh man, it's probably been 25 or 30 years since I've had horses. My wife that passed away, she wasn't into the horses. We just liked the. I had always lived on property, and we both liked the privacy and that kind of thing. So we always lived on 5 acres or more. The 30 years we were together. Area. Oh, really? See, I'm going to put in something for collecting rainwater, Mitch. I don't know. Hopefully, they don't have anything like that in here in Thailand. I hope. But to you, how are you? Hope you are well. I hope they don't. I'm sure they don't because I've seen some. Because I wanted to put in at least another. I'm a fanatic on water, but I've only got so much above. I got to find out too whether I could, like in the United States, some of the stuff that we had, I could put in concrete tanks underground, and for rainwater and runoff and stuff. Hey, I haven't seen you. I hope you're doing well. It's up to you. Am I saying that right? It's up to you. The only, who was it that said that? Oh, Rizma, how are you? I didn't see you there. You know, I checked him out, and yes, it's a very good question. Why did I pick my wife's relatives to do? First off, I wanted to give them the money. I wanted the money to go to them, whether it was from the bank or from us or from wherever. I did check him out thoroughly. I mean, he built the house that he lives in. He's built 30, 40 houses. I checked out a couple of those. The build quality and everything was just phenomenal. But yeah, there are 5 million horror stories about building here, and them running off in the middle, and and such like that. But I haven't had any problems yet. This is the first day. Now I know that the brother that's building the walls, he helped me with doing the koi fishing. He was semi-reliable, but I'm not really. In other words, if somebody doesn't show up one day on the wall, I'm not going to freak out. I don't care. Take the day off, whatever you want to do. I've got plenty of time to complete the wall. But hello, Jeff. But yeah, to get back to the other thing, yes, a lot of people have gotten burned. That's why I say if somebody's coming over here and in this area, my brother will go anywhere in Thailand. As far as I know, he told me he would build anywhere. He'll move his crews around and whatever he has to do. But I would, guarantee that this guy is the real deal. If I was coming here, and anybody that wants to know, like I said before, I think in my videos, at least get a price from the man. He does his own prints. He draws his own stuff. He takes it to the city. Excuse me. He does the whole thing. So, so far, I haven't had any problems whatsoever. The build quality is phenomenal. So that's why I would have been taking a chance, I think, with anybody else if I didn't build with him. So I, of course, will know because I'm pretty much there every day. So if things go bad, I'll know and you'll know almost instantaneously. Let's see. Yeah, I think so too, Mitch. I've always been that way. Even when I moved to different cities in the United States, I always wanted to give the work to the locals. Keep everything there. Use the local grocery store. the local hardware store. If I needed to buy a bunch of stuff, yeah, I'd probably, I'd be almost stupid not to go to Home Depot or Lowe's or something like that. But anything around the house, if a pipe would break and I needed a little fitting or this or that, I would always buy from the local people, the local hardware store, and then we would buy our major groceries. But if we needed milk or bread or whatever, we'd go into our little town and try to support the locals there. And I'm the same way here in Thailand. Let's see, let me try. I can put these up, right? Oh yeah. I'm just still trying to figure out how to work this stuff, man. Let's see. My plan is to rent when I get to Thailand, but I admit that watching these various home builds has got me thinking about it. I love the creative process. Yeah, the only thing that I don't know too much about, Mitch, is I imagine you're coming here. I'm imagining you're single. I don't even know. I never really rapped with you that much. My plan, like most of you people know, when I came here, I wasn't in the best state of mind. But my intention was, if I did live, was to find somebody I could at least tolerate and have a companion, because I don't do well on my own. I was alone when I was very young and toured around on my bike, and that experience in life I wouldn't give. $1 million couldn't make me want to get away from that. But it's I don't know. I was planning on finding. I got lucky and found. I don't know in your particular instance what you're planning on doing. But the reason I'm saying all this is, from what my understanding is, and I don't know what all the ins and outs are, but you can own property, but you have to get the right legal team together. You have to start a corporation. You have to be part of that corporation. A Thai person has to own so much. So you have to jump through a bunch of hoops. I know if you buy a condo, you can actually own it as a foreigner, but I would find out all that stuff. But I'm liking the process. The only thing that I found out, and I don't know how you are, I did not want to put out 2-3 million baht to build a home, and I would have had to put it out of pocket, which I don't have anyway. But at least not liquid. But I tried to go to the bank. They won't lend, as far as I know, they won't lend foreigners money here in Thailand at all, as far as I know. I could be wrong. I haven't checked into it because I haven't needed to. But my wife got approved for the loan, and of course all the money came out of that. I think it was 2.5 million or a little bit more than that. But I couldn't get a loan. So if you're in a situation where you can afford to build out of pocket, I would think it'd almost be a no-brainer. I mean, I think it's a good investment. I think by the time we get done with this house, I'll have a plunge pool in the backyard that's basically going to be about 3.5 meters or 4 meters by 3 meters. I'll have the koi pond, which is going to be about the same size but twice the depth. It's going to be 4 by 3, or 2.5 by 4.5, something like that. Don't have the plans in front of me. Over 2,000 square foot, 4-bedroom, 3-bath home, American style, with nice tile, nice countertops, nice appliances, and all that. And even if it's upwards of almost 2 3/4, something like that, maybe close to 3. What is that? 36. It's under 100 grand. I mean, I don't know about where you live, Mitch, but my house that I paid 190,000 for is worth like 6.5, 800,000. I don't even know. It's worth a lot of money up in Central California. But it is. It's awesome. It gives me something to do, to go to every day. I don't know about you're working, obviously, but it fills part of my day. Doing this YouTube stuff actually does too. I'm glad that Foreigner Joe actually talked me into talking and getting used to, having my face and seeing me talk. Let's see what else. What am I missing here? Oh, I'm missing a lot. Are you guys talking to each other, or did I? Let's see. Hi, hello. Corporate builders don't give. Yeah, I know. Who was that said that? Andy. Yeah. Um, see what I'm missing. Sorry, guys, I'm cramped over here close to the. Let's see. Yes, good. 2 inches of snow. April, March, and February. Jeff Johnson. I will rent. Where are you going to rent at, Jeff? My dad just had a dusting. Okay. Building there on my own homes here. I finally think I have the perfect house. Yeah, you know what? And if you've done that, Mitch, I would say yes. A lot of people say if it was just somebody coming here, like I when I came here, um, 60, 62 years old, um, retired by myself, rent, especially the way the prices were. I could have had, I did have in Kamala, up on a hill overlooking, I had a partial view of the ocean. I was far enough away that, and high enough that no tsunamis could ever catch me. Not that I took it for that reason, but it was a 1 bedroom, very large apartment, modern. I forget the name of the deals, and it was 18,000 baht. And, it's a lot different, and I don't know your exact age either, Mitch. But I don't know how many years I got left. My doctor says I could live for a while now, but I don't know. But I think building is awesome. I built before in my life, and it gives you a sense of pride. This is the place I wanted. I designed it. It's what I wanted. I think you'll probably will when you get here. Not sure. Jeff's not sure. Yeah, I don't know. Here's pretty good air, but if you like the water, if you're like me, maybe over by like Teacher or something, or where I tell you where I like the most. If I was still single, or if I had someone that could, go and not working, if my partner, my wife, my girlfriend, I would go over to Pachuap Kurikan where Foreigner Joe is. It depends on what you want. If you want bar life and 24 hours a day partying, and no, but I'm different. I did that for so many years. It's out of my system. I want nice and relaxed. Go to bed 9, 10 o'clock. Get up at 5 in the morning and go and do my day. But I really liked it there, and I think the air quality is good there. I know up in Chiang Mai and Chiang Rai, where it's real cheap to live, the air quality is garbage, and Bangkok's garbage. That's the only ones that I know. And Surin seems to be okay. Part 1 of 2 message I sent a chat just today. I'm starting a rough plan of I can take around the country. So you're taking a trip around the United States. Is that right, Mitch? That I will visit various contacts, YouTube, personal. Yeah, by all means, come and visit me, Mitch. It all depends on what you want. If you're like me and you like the beach, um, it's probably not the perfect place, but air quality, the people are just phenomenal. If I was moving to Asia, I would rent a house in Thailand and travel. Yeah, and the only good thing I could see about uh, Bangkok or being close in Phuket. When I was in Phuket, I was close to the airport. But being in Bangkok, when you got like that Air Asia pass that I got, it's a great place to have a hub. You can go anywhere you want. But like me, if I want to go somewhere and use my Air Asia pass, I have to plan a trip from Buriram to Bangkok, another place from Bangkok to wherever I'm going to go, Chiang Rai, Chiang Mai, wherever I'm going to go, and then back to Bangkok and then back to Buriram. If I lived in Bangkok, I would just jump on the plane to wherever I'm going and come back to Bangkok. But I don't like Bangkok. Too many people and crap. It's like, for me, it's like living in downtown Los Angeles. It's hard for me to stay on top of all these. Let's see. You like the apartment living? Yeah, the only good thing, I don't know when exactly you're planning on coming, Mitch, but God, stuff is so reasonable here. And maybe it's not going to be for more than a year, but you can get condos. I was looking in Hua Hin at one point just to get a condo close to the water, one bedroom, and I was going to get it just to escape to, fly to Bangkok, go down there, spend a week. But I finally decided I can't. I don't know. I'm getting very attached to my wife, and I don't like, 3-4 days. That's fine. A week, like I was doing before, 10 days, it ain't gonna happen. But at that point, I was, and there was a place called the Trust in Hua Hin, and it was normally the apartments there, big complex, excellent gym, everything. They had all the everything you could want, giant pools, stuff like that. Normally were 18 to 25,000, and I had a deal with the guy there for a year contract for 7,000 baht. So it's like, if you get here and you can rent a place, great. That's why I was telling people about the Asia Pass, which you can't get now. But hey, if you even plan on being here, even in August, or coming for the do your 14 days and whatever it may be, I would buy the thing anyway for 3,500 baht or whatever it was, even if I could only use it for September, October, and November. Especially if you're planning on just jetting around and you're single. Why not? Let's see. Yeah, Korea, that's a good place to do it. We're in the house, quite affordable. Yeah, the stuff, is just so reasonable here. It's just definitely the time to travel. It's just a little bit hard for me. For one, we're putting probably every bit of money that we can into the house. But even so, my wife works for TOT, so she only gets 3 weeks, I think, off a year, and try to use that sparingly. But so the traveling thing, if she wasn't working, it'd be a whole different story. If she wasn't working, and we'd probably be traveling all over the place. Probably wouldn't have built the house though, unless she talked me into it. Hey, Robert Mack, how are you? Let's see, 6 foot. I'm a professional, honest, sincere, sense of humor, employed, have my own transportation. Oh, wait, Roger. No, maybe not. Now, my wife in the past has had, every time, I don't know if I know I've told it on videos before, but I know people don't watch all of the video, the whole thing. Every time I go to a wedding, any kind of gathering that has any of her friends there, and they're all in her age group, between 38 and 45, they she comes up to me immediately. Oh, this is my friend so and so. She wants you to find her a husband. And these are beautiful women. I mean, and especially here in Surin, just many, many, many of them. And I've actually thought about doing a separate YouTube channel just to try to put people together, because I know it's hard, and it would probably, I'll never do it probably, but we have thought about it and talked about it, because they have many friends and stuff like that, and they all want foreigners for husbands, and they want them in between 50 and 60. I was a little bit on the high end, but they don't care, if they. My wife, I know, loves me, so but it's just, if you find the right one, it's the best thing that ever happened to me. If you find the wrong one, it's probably the worst thing that could ever happen to you. Good morning, Robert. Robert's saying hello to everybody. So, but every time, and they're all good-looking women. If you like Asian women, I'm imagining most of the people that are coming in here either have Asian girlfriends, Asian wives, or are looking for like the look of an Asian woman, which I think is probably one of the one of the most beautiful in the world, as far as I'm concerned, my personal opinion. But it's yeah, they ask constantly, and they're not shy about it either. Can you find me a husband? Can you find my friend a husband? Yeah, I probably could. I imagine. Who's MR? How are you? Can Americans only go there for 14 days at a time? You can get a tourist visa, from what my understanding is, and I think, and some of the other guys might know here, Mr. Mitch or whatever, but I believe you get 2 extensions. You can stay here like 90 days on a tourist visa. You have to get an extension, and it costs you, I don't know, 1,900 baht or something for the extensions. The 14 days, if you have to come now, is going to be for quarantine. And again, I don't know. I got to check into this stuff. But my understanding is they're cutting that back to 7 days. Maybe if somebody else knows more about that, they can help you out, MR. Thanks for joining the channel. But I believe that the 14 days now is the quarantine period, and then you can stay, I believe, up to 90 days, maybe even longer on the tourist visa. Steve says 90 plus 90. Okay, so 180 days. That's awesome. I would imagine get a hold of the embassy, MR, and online, and see what they should be able to tell you everything you need to know about that. My wife gets jealous if I had. Yeah, I bet. Mine would too, I think. Okay, if someone could help with that, it would be appreciated. Going to go when it opens. Thank you. Yeah, are you retired, MR, or are you coming for visit to see if it's someplace you want to come and live? What's your situation? Back in the day, you could get 30 days on arrival. Yeah, I know. How much? We're hoping to come 90 days at a time, and I'm looking forward to meeting you too. Hopefully, where are you gonna go? What part of Thailand? Hey, Stuck, how are you? Let's see. Thanks, Steve. Everybody's saying hello. That's what I love about all you guys, and me too. When I was just doing this, everybody just talks and says hello. I don't have to, go, oh my God, I didn't get to this, but everybody says hello. I love it. It's great. Stuck. Hi, this. Like in Florida. So, yeah, let me know what your situation, Amar. I can probably find out for you if you want to shoot me an email or something. Um, but if you go to the Thailand website, what part of the country do you live in? What country do you live in? And are you planning on retiring or just coming for a visit? Or are you retired? I used to get 60 days visit. Yeah, that's what it was when I came, Stuck. I would get the 30-day, and then I would get the 2 extensions. I think I could go like 90 days. Yeah, like 3 months. And then I would just schedule another flight back to the U.S. So every 3 months I would go back to the U.S., stock up on all the stuff I needed, like my deodorant, my spices, everything like that. Chocolate for the kids when I was with Nitnoy, and bring all the candy and shit back. And I do that every 3 months. Now I have the 1-year retirement visa. See, hi, Robert. Yes, doing better. I watched your tribute to Kevin Thailand a little bit ago. Oh, I haven't seen that yet. I'm going to have to watch that. Yeah, I think it's the anniversary of him passing, right? Not now, but next week or something. I didn't watch him that much. I actually probably have watched more of his videos since he passed than I did before, because I didn't really know about him. I didn't know. USA, Texas, half a year from retiring. And you want to retire to Thailand, MR? And you work remotely. Okay. So you're still going to work after your retirement. So you knew him, huh, Robert? That's I heard he was an awesome guy. I'll have to, as soon as I get off this, or when I get back from the property, I will take a look at your video. I'm gonna have to watch more of his videos. But yeah, MR. I would go to the let's see, Texas. Where's the closest embassy in the United States to Texas? I guess it doesn't matter. I would get online, Google Thai Embassy, United States. Doesn't matter which one you go to, and you should be able to go to their page, and they should give you all the information you need to get here. They should tell you what it's going to need. You're going to have to find a quarantine. I don't think you need a fit to fly anymore. I know you're going to need a test, but from what my understanding is, here in April, and I don't know this for sure, somebody might know, that if you have gotten your vaccinations and that stuff, that they were going to do a 7-day, but I don't know. It might have been to only certain places like Phuket. I don't know all the ins and outs, and I don't even know if they did it. I didn't look at it. I should probably be up a little bit more on it, especially if people are going to have questions. In fact, maybe tonight I'll do a little research. I go, well, now before I went to the private hospital, that's where I spent the 3 months. But since I've gotten married, my wife works for the government, so now I have her insurance, which I could still go to the private hospital. But what we ended up doing was I changed over to the government hospital. I still see the same doctor, whether I'm in the government hospital or the private hospital. He's the man that basically saved my life, my heart guy. He took care of me for the whole time I was in there. He was amazing. Anyway, one of the medications that they give me for, I think it's a blood thinner of some kind. It's a new thing, and it's like 5,000 baht a month. Not that that's a deal breaker, but instead of spending 3 hours in the private hospital, I have to pretty much spend 3 hours in the morning at the other hospital, the government hospital, and then come back at like 4 or 5 o'clock. Spend another 2 hours to see the doctor and him to go over the tests and stuff. But again, I can't tell you enough. I spent 1 million baht, lost 1 million baht because I didn't have insurance. And if you're going to come here, by all means, you need to get insurance. And from what my understanding is, you can get a real good insurance policy between 2,000 and 2,500 American dollars a year. I could have saved 1 million baht, just not smart. Didn't listen to people that were saying it. So by all means, try to listen to me. Yeah, I'm going to have to check out some of his videos. Does anyone watch? It's a Thai thing. I think it comes through on mine as a suggested channel, but I have not. I have not watched it. Is it something to check out, Jeff? Cool. Yeah, if somebody wants to post that website, by all means, do. My wife brought me Coke, or Coke Light. And I don't know if I told you guys last time. I went to the doctor about 2 weeks ago, and he had me off for 2 months. Had me off my diabetes medication, and I am thrilled to inform everybody that he had told me I am no longer a diabetic. If I can keep my weight under control and my way of eating, I don't have to take that medicine. I haven't taken it for 2 months. I still check my blood sugar 2 or 3 times a week. And I don't know if anybody, has been diabetic or whatever, I can tell when my blood sugar is low. The hard part is to tell when it's high. But when it drops low, and I was having that problem, so I told him, I said, I'm eating the right stuff. I'm not eating junk. And can you try taking me off this? And he said, okay, let's get you off it. Because I was eating sugar. Because I know, I take my blood sugar and it was like 70, so I was eating spoons full of sugar. And so anyway, I just thought I'd let you know that little tidbit of information. I'm glad I'm not a diabetic anymore. I don't know, Steve. The best taste, and I will try the Pepsi, but not the Coke Light, but the Coke Zero. And for some reason, I guess the deal is it tastes better to me than regular Coke. And it's way better than the United States. And from what my understanding is, the sugar, which is probably stuff that kills you anyway, the sugar substitute they use here in Thailand is different than the one they use in the United States. They're not allowed to use the one that the United States uses. But the Coke Zero here, I would take any day over Coke regular, and it's different than Coke Light. I don't know why, but Coke Zero, that's my Coke of choice. Let's see, what did Steve say? Okay, cool. If somebody's got it, I didn't look at. Mitch will probably be on top of posting it. I think that's what he was talking about. I think it's called Pepsi Max, right, or something. Somebody will have to tell me because I drink the Coke Zero. I'll have to try the Zero Pepsi just for the heck of it. Yeah, and it almost forces you to. Almost forces you to. I lost 80 pounds in that 3 months laying in the bed, and I've gained back about 20 pounds, and I'm in the process of trying to lose. I got to get back to the gym. My wife, when all this stuff reared its head again, she made me stop the gym. She didn't want me running around town and going in there without a mask and stuff. So I stopped it. I'm getting ready to go back again, but it almost forces you to. And what it is like when I was in Costa Rica for that 8 months, I was way healthier. And I think it mainly has to do with the produce and stuff that you're having is not full of insecticides and and crap. And so is the proteins. It's not full of hormones and antibiotics and all this crap that we shouldn't be eating anyway. And I think it almost forces you to. And you said you're going to come. I can't remember what you said. I'm horrible. I'm old. My mind's gone. But I think you said you're going to come for 3 months at a time. In that 3 months, I bet you everything's. I'd like to get off my blood pressure medication too, but I think I need to lose about 20 kilo, maybe a little more, 25 kilo. But I think at that point I would. I do have sleep apnea too. And the heavier I am, the worse that gets. The lighter I am, it almost goes away. But I think you'll not have a problem when you're here. Besides, you'll be in Thailand. What else is better? Let's see. Zero Pepsi. Okay, it's sugar free. Good. God, you guys are going fast. Oh, I got 14. I'm hitting all time highs. I am like at 241 subscribers, I think. I'm way up there. I'm off the charts. Me too. First time I drank was in Thailand. Loved it. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. It tastes better than the, definitely better than the Coke in the United States, and way better than regular Coke here in Thailand. Bitch. Hey CJ, how you doing, man? You just joined, I know, and I watched your I fell asleep. I'm a horrible person. I'm old, and I go to bed at like 9 o'clock, and I get up like 5 o'clock, 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. But I didn't catch all of it, and I'll have to watch it again. But you had lost your hard drive or something. You had formatted uh, the worst nightmare in the world. So hopefully you got all your stuff back. I don't know if you did or not, but I'll watch it and see what happened. From real sugarcane. That's what they use, Steve? Everybody saying hello. I love this, Jim. I'm glad you made it though, CJ. Yeah, that's what I drank when I first came and I was in Phuket. I drank Gatorade all the time. And you know what the problem was, especially with my heart and stuff like that, I felt there was just a little bit too much salt. And I know I was losing salt with the sweating here, but I felt like I was drinking way too much salt by drinking the Gatorade. Could be wrong. Just a personal preference. Yes, exactly. Not full of crud. Oh, is it the live stream gone? I don't know. Like I said, I was, uh, I was falling asleep, which I do quite often. Yeah, and I think it's real possible. I mean, it's like you're just so much healthier being here. It almost forces you to, first off, where I'm at, if you're in Bangkok, it's a little different. You can run over and get Burger King, McDonald's, Taco Bell, all the crud that you want to. But here in Surin, we don't. I got to go to Buriram if I want McDonald's. There is no Burger King. There is nothing. So, and it's not that I'm forced to because I enjoy the food that my mother-in-law makes and my wife makes. It's just phenomenal. Vegetables and chicken and I mean all the stuff you should be eating. And I know my blood pressure is way lower than it was. I'm on probably at least half the dose of what I was when I got here, and that's my own fault because I could be exercising more and I could be losing more weight. Yeah, 5 keg of beer. Yeah, my wife, she would love to. She mentioned that again the other night. Somebody had said something about one of the videos and her wanting to shave me. He said, "You kept saying cutting. I want to shave it." Yeah, yeah. That's probably not going to happen. I don't know if I told you guys the stories about my beard. It's only been off like 4 or 5 times since I was 14. Um, Twice for operations on my knees. And on the third operation on my knee, I got smart because I was young, 18, 19 years old. I asked them, can I just shave you a groove right here so the mask could fit? And the anesthesiologist said, sure. And then the only other time was in one of my marriages. My first wife, who was my friend um, through high school and stuff, uh, she had never seen me without a beard. So on our honeymoon, I shaved my beard, and then I ended up getting divorced 9 months later. So that was not a good thing. She was a good woman. She just drank a little bit too much for me. Mac, I was doing real good. Have to come. Yeah, I hope that you make it here quickly. I hope everybody can. Hey, Tyron, how are you? Nice to meet you. Andy. God, you guys are too fast for me. You can tell I'm a newbie. I can't even get through these. I love it though. Everybody says hello to everybody. Same thing I do when I'm on too. I've been reading a bit about. Yeah, I try not to read about it because I know I like it so much, or whatever's in this, and I know that any of the sweeteners probably are something that's supposed to kill you. But all the things that were supposed to kill me in my life, um, none of them have yet. And of course, up until I got sick this last time, I thought I was invincible. And then when I was young, I wasn't a good person. I didn't care about anything. Yeah, exactly. Hopefully, when are you coming, Robert? You're probably going to be coming soon, right? And that sugar cane product is sugar free, or not going to make me be 600 pounds? I know it's not that way anyplace else in the world. I know that wasn't for me. 7 days. Okay, cool. And is that to any? How are you anyway, Asian Easter? I've never seen you before. Um, is that a robot or something? Somebody delete it. No calories and low. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, check it out. Let me know. Cool. Yeah, and if it tastes good, that's the main thing. But I drink a lot more water here, which is good. You do walk more. That's definitely because, my wife drags me out to go to the mall or whatever. And even if you can't take the heat too much. It's devastating here when you're first. It's stifling here when it's 43 degrees Celsius, 109. But I go to the mall, Robinson's Mall, and just walk around up on the first floor, second floor, get a little lunch or something somewhere, and walk some more. But yeah, I do walk more. All right. But let me ask my wife if she got in contact with them. Hold on 1 second. Did you hear from him? From Toon? No. We don't know if he's there or not, right? Not from his wife either. So probably not work today. Okay. So I'm gathering. My wife said she can't get a hold of the cousin that's doing the wall, but I still might ride over there and take a little video, do a little video because he's got the bottom, what I'm calling grade beams, put down. He doesn't have them, anything put up on them, but I'll take a little video. Okay. Been waiting. I don't retired to KP. What is KP? I'm horrible with initials. And when hotels starting to post 7 days. Really? Cool. Cool. Good to know. I had heard that. I heard that the beginning of April, if you had everything together, that they were going to do a 7 day. So that's awesome. I wonder what obviously the pricing's got to be what, half of the 14 day, I would imagine. The biggest thing with the time, a lot of people have money, but I know when I was working, if I had to take 14-day quarantine and then go on a 14-day vacation, I couldn't take off for a month. There's no way. It's about in a car, it's about six and a half hours to Rayon, I think. I think it's 6.5. Yeah, I think so. I think it's 6.5 hours if I was to drive there. And I might do that someday. I'm going to go. He's going to pick me up. Teacher's going to pick me up. He just sent me a message earlier saying, "Don't worry about getting here. I'm going to go to Rayon for one night, and obviously I'll hang with him. So we'll probably do a live stream together. I'm sure, probably more than one. He likes to do those nighttime and early morning beach things, which is fine with me because I'm jonesing for the ocean anyway. A long year here outside Chicago. Yeah, I bet. Nothing better. I mean, I love Thailand, man. Like I said, I feel privileged, honored, everything that I get to stay here. I mean, I couldn't imagine being any place else. Are you retiring here? Alan, or you just come here for long vacations? Good banana. Yeah, maybe I should. I wonder if something with I like something with a little taste. And I used to drink a long time ago. I used to drink soda water and lemon. Of course, the problem was 30 years ago. It was accompanied with many, many, many ounces of scotch. So it wasn't the greatest thing for me to drink. But my battery's at 20%. Yes, sir. Retiring. Cool, cool. And where are you planning on retiring to? In Thailand. Yeah, no kidding. And I'm not. And trust me, I'm going to rub it in everybody's face too when I eat my biscuits and gravy. Where at in Thailand? Add lemon. Yeah, I will try that. I will definitely try that. I'll have to try it. I will give it a try. I definitely will. I know that even I don't know. Ever since I was a kid, the saccharin. I don't know if you remember that saccharin, little white pills. My mother had, my grandmother had, that they would put in their coffee. They would put in everything. I heard that stuff's like liquid or solid death. Eating that saccharin, it was called. Yeah, I'm gonna just maybe I won't have to buy anything, Mitch. Maybe I'm just gonna hang out, maybe get down on all fours behind the open mic and just beg for sausage and gravy and eggs and bacon. I don't have to talk to him about that. I don't really into the raw eggs and the dog food, but if he could keep that stuff aside, I'll beg out back. I got no problem. Yeah, I know. I'll let you know for sure, but I know it's got to be good. Um, and he grew up almost in the same type of deal I did. My aunts and uncles owned Italian restaurants and coffee shops, and my mom was a waitress, and that's what I did when I was 15, 14. They had me cooking in their coffee shop short order. So I've been cooking. I really enjoyed cooking. I just didn't like the short order stuff. I love to cook. I learned from a chef later in life, but on my time, not on hurry up and get it out. It drove me crazy. So much. You can have the bacon. I'm going, yeah, the pork chop. I'll let everybody know. How many breakfasts am I going to have to eat? I'm only going to be there for one. Maybe I'll have to eat like three or four. Maybe I'll throw up. Isn't that what they do? To be polite, you get rid of it and eat more. He must be working right now too, or I imagine he would have jumped on this stream. He must be cooking or something. Yeah, his food's got to be awesome. I guess I'll probably eat there the whole time. I'm staying at a 4-star right there, Paula, something on the water. Um, what was it? 1,500 a night, 400 square, whatever it is, meter room, big room, overlooking the water, includes breakfast. I mean, how can you beat traveling now? Like I said, man, if you're here, it's awesome. If you're not, it's like a nightmare. Yeah, it looks like I think you look. I got to watch more of your videos. I just kind of got turned on to you, CJ. But I'm hoping that you're one that I fell asleep on that live stream or whatever. You still have on YouTube because I'm kind of curious. Hey, Rangset, am I saying that right? Rangset, how are you? Um, I hope it's back up there. I'm wondering what happened with your hard drive. Even zero is the best pop. What is it? Oh, see, that's a. Is that a drink or is that a sweetener? Everybody's saying hi. Gotta love it. I should be using this. Oh, now you can't see me at all, though. Okay, thanks that. Everybody's saying hello to everybody. Don't think you can find it in Asia. Don't know. I know that some of the stuff that is illegal in Thailand. Some of the sweeteners. All right, you too, Andy. Thanks for coming by, man. Appreciate the support. It's gone, huh? Huh? Weird. Well, how did you get Did you get anything back on your hard drive? Now I'm in suspense. God, everybody. I got too many people. There's 18. I'm overwhelmed. I don't see how these people do it when they got like 200 people in the room. I can't even keep up with the way it is here with 18, 19 now. Well, I think if we get to 20, it'll be an all-time high. Everybody saying hello. Who's here? Did I miss somebody? Hello, Alan. Let me know on that if you know if you can have it here. Let's see. Later, hi Robert. I think I'm caught up now. So anyway, so I don't know if they're going to get too much done on the wall. Maybe I'll go over there and do a little 2 or 3 minute, 4 minute video, and put it out a little bit on the plans are on the wall and what they're doing on the second floor. They've got all the upright columns are poured in concrete and wrapped in the nice pink plastic, and they're starting to frame up the beams that are going to go interconnecting those on top of them. And then I think once he gets done with that, does he have to do anything on the roof to get the second drawer, or just the concrete to get the second draw? No, he's doing the concrete beams on top. Once he gets done with that, he gets second draw. No, the roof. Oh, okay. So he has to, I guess, get some of the metal up on the top for the roof, and then he can do his second draw. Yeah, I know there is, isn't there? Think they know something? Thanks, Robert. I need the support. Sometimes I feel overwhelmed. How come it won't? It won't let me highlight CJ's. Oh, there it is. I could not sleep last night. Too many messages and a strong reminder of what happened to me. No idea. It's working on it right now. We'll see. Now, I hope you recover it. I know what it's like to lose stuff that you've been working hours, and it sounded, if I remember right, days on editing. It's got to be a nightmare. Did. Hello. Okay. Longer? Well, I guess I could just wait and just do fewer of them, right? Is that what you're saying? Do fewer videos and longer? Yeah, I do too, CJ. How long we've been going? Over an hour. Well, I'm running out of battery. So I guess at 19, that's got to be a new all-time record. Thanks everybody for coming in. I'll do another live stream maybe here in the next few days or something, and I'll try to get a video together on the wall. Maybe I'll take Robert's suggestion and wait a couple of days and get a little bit more video. But thanks everybody for coming in. Oh, 20. Wow. This is like a record. I better take a screenshot. But anyway, 18. Anyway, thanks for coming by, guys. My battery's going to die. Thanks, Mitch. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Rensat. I will see your video about. I will see your video about house construction. Okay, cool. Yeah, watch it. Hopefully, everybody can get something out of it. All right, guys. Thanks again. Have a great day, and I will see you soon. See you on the next one.